Appreciate y'all tapping into the Hustle and Favor YouTube channel where we talk about God, health, and finance. Okay, so I'm gonna describe a typical morning. Let me know if this sounds familiar. You wake up, pain in your back, right? Your mind's fuzzy, and you look over and you slept through your first alarm and you're now on the second one. Probably had one too many tacos and margaritas last night, Taco Tuesday type stuff. You spend the rest of the day trying to catch up on whatever other goals that you had, right? You wanted to lose weight, you wanted to save some money, or, do something like that. And let me break down what I mean, right? You wake up late, so now you're on the way to work, you're buying breakfast, or you skip breakfast. So you have to buy lunch later that day, or, you missed out on the opportunity to grab a meal prep or make a meal prep. Right? So you're impacting your goals in some way, shape, or form. And this isn't about just waking up late, but this is about what a typical morning looks like for someone who doesn't have a system. I said, Rod, what am I doing? What am I doing wrong to where, I'm trying to hit these goals, but I'm really just not able to stay consistent. I ended up finding or hearing this piece of advice that it contradicted a lot of things that I was used to hearing. Stop setting goals. Stop it. Cut it out. Start creating systems. But there's 1,000 ways you can write a goal, right? Most people stick with I'm gonna do this thing by this certain time, or I'm gonna, fix this thing or have this ready. I'm gonna lose this much weight and gain this much muscle. I'm gonna become a better man, become a better woman. The advice that I came across all led to the same point. Stop creating goals. Literally stop creating goals and start developing a system. Well, if I'm not creating a goal, then what am I working towards? And that's the best part. They always say life's a journey. That's the whole point. Not to be the best. You could say, okay, right? Let's say, I'm gonna lose 20 pounds in a month. What about the next month? Most people say, I'm gonna hit this goal, and when they don't, right? When they don't hit the goal, they go, I'm a failure. They start to feel those feelings. A system is an agreement that you make with yourself, your future self, talking about the system that helps them be a better person every day. Your goal might be, I want to be a better man of God. Okay, well, how do you do that? Your system is going to allow you to be in that word. Your system is going to allow you to continue to positively reinforce that by having those affirmations in the morning. Every single morning, I do 10 minutes of breath work, 15 minutes of active movement. The daily cool down is every night, I'm making sure I'm in my word. Every night before I go to bed, I'm reading the Bible and I'm doing some type of 15-minute stretch to loosen my body and get ready for a good night's rest. So what happened when I did that? I lost 45 pounds. I was 233 pounds. But I definitely put on that weight, and it showed in my movement, in my tiredness, and my physical activity. I was barely able to do a pull-up. I didn't like what I was seeing, and I had to make a change. And instead of making a goal to lose 40 pounds, which I didn't make that goal. What I said instead was, I'm gonna do this daily fire routine, and I'm gonna work out every single day. 7 days a week, I did daily fire. It's a part of my system. So now every day, I'm not pressed to try to go to the gym and beat carbs and do all of this. I wake up every day and do the same thing. My daily system took me deeper. So now that I started doing that every day, I said, man, I need to double this up. I need the consistency in my diet too, because I can't just have a system that's for sweating and not eating. I don't eat before noon or 1 p.m. and my last meal is about 9:30. I pretty much try to break my fast with something healthy, like a yogurt bowl, or a hummus, some type of snack, or a salad. And let's say 5 out of those 30 days, you break your fast with a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, or a breakfast, or something that's not within the alignment of the system. You don't beat yourself up, because the next day that system is right back in place. You're creating the system of failure within your own mind by saying, I'm just gonna write a book in 3 months. But the system part says, write a page a day. You might actually beat that 3-month turnaround if you just write a page a day. Winning from within, the whole point is finding ways to find success. It's not about being perfect at all. It's about becoming closer with God and finding that path that God has aligned for you. As you take this journey and you take this path, just something to keep in mind. When you're trying to win from within, you got to find the system that works for you. Find different things that work for your health and for your finances, right? Every week you need to be budgeting. Every week you should be grocery shopping or creating a grocery list or finding a meal plan or a meal prep that allows you to save money and make less decisions. Just plan ahead. Create a system that allows you to get it in 7 days a week, 6 days a week. Being creative is important too when it comes to that system. Win from within. It's exactly what it says. You have to win from within. It's not going to come from an external source. No one is going to motivate you. Your system can't include outside motivation. It can't be, your system can't say, oh, go and do something with Johnny. And if Johnny doesn't do it, then you don't do it. Your system is about accountability. So your system has to include that. That's a sense of integrity too. And that's a biblical principle. So you have to hold yourself accountable. You have to look at the log in your own eye, right? You can't be trying to point out the splinter in the other person's eye. You need to look at the log in your own eye. But these days, I find myself getting proper sleep. I find myself being at a much healthier weight, feeling way more comfortable in my body, doing something positive to feed my soul and to praise God in the morning. Or at night, every night, morning and night, right? These are rituals. These are situations that you need to put yourself in, positions so that you can prepare for the battle every day. That's my talk. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for checking out the video, guys. I really hope you got something out of this. Praise God. Much love. And we'll see y'all in the next video.